All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak. And we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feeds with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai. 2024, which is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, this be the year that Yahbashim Yahushai redeems the elect. Let's jump right into this lesson. This lesson is going to be called IUIC, Who Talked to Solomon? All right, because we got this controversy now. The apostles brought it out about Nate saying that we don't know the Most High, we know Solomon, we know Yahweh Shai, which is this. They're just adding and keep on adding, but that's how a white blood cells work. If there's impurities in the body, we're set for that. That's what a defense is. Everything is on a macro scale too. The same thing we're doing today. Even if you have somebody ask, "Oh, why is there even got to be, those that defend the gospel?" Just like you have things that defend the body. That's why the scriptures point to this truth and this walk as a body, being one body in the Lord. Okay, because now we are able to see through Esau's so-called technology that there's an inner working in the body that the disciples and those that were privy to that precept didn't know. Now that's why it says knowledge shall run to and fro and wisdom shall increase. So we have that understanding now that in the body there's some called white blood cells that attack impurities and attack things that are not good for the body. So the same thing that the Lord has set up, man, is a defense of the gospel, because these things can infect the body. That's why it says a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Okay, so if you have things that coming in that are damnable heresies, we have to bring it to the forefront. And also the Lord also brings this because he controls both sides. That way Jay can learn of the Heavenly Father a little bit more deeper and learn of his son. That's what we're doing now. So let's jump into this. Who talked to Solomon? All right, this is 1 Kings 3 and verse 5 to 15. We'll jump around. But it says, in Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon. So if we only know Yahweh Shai, we know that Yahweh Shai was Solomon in the reincarnation. So how could he talk to himself? Because Solomon was on the earth at that time, and the Heavenly Father was dealing with Solomon on that level. Okay, he didn't let him know that, hey, you're my only begotten son, but he let him know that he was important by bringing him through that line of David, which David, Dawadah, was promised that everlasting throne. All right, and the Lord promised David and said, look, your seed is going to sit on the throne forever. Okay, and it says, in Gibeon the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and in the Most High Yahweh said, ask what I shall give thee. And then this was Solomon said. So who was talking to Solomon here? How do we not know the Heavenly Father, but the Heavenly Father talked to Solomon, and Solomon is Yahweh Shai in the reincarnation on the earth, having the dream. Okay, it says, and Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth and in righteousness and in uprightness of heart with thee, and thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne as it is this day. So Solomon's going through and telling what the Heavenly Father has done for David. And what did he say? Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. And he still had that when he came back as Yahweh Shai, but it was in his fullness, as because he came back as Yahweh Shai to be that lamb without blemish, that lamb without spot. Okay, going back to the even time of Isaac, when he was shown that he was going to be offered up as a sacrifice. It says, and Yahweh said unto him, or let's read it again. It says, give thy servant an understanding heart, thy judge is to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great people? Because he understood that, guess what? He had to come into the stead of David and walk in the shoes. The great saying, he had great shoes to fill. David was a warrior king, a beloved man in Israel. He had a namesake. So Solomon said it. He's like, man, my father's great, man. Just give me the wisdom to rule this great people. And he had to know he had to step in, rule David's mighty men, and have that dominion over Israel, and Israel was mighty at that time. They were coming into themselves because Solomon's name is peace. All right. So that's that time that was coming into the peace where Jacob flourished. Okay. And it says in the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. And Yahweh said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and that it says, and has not asked for thyself long life, neither has asked riches for thyself, nor has asked. That shows you the Heavenly Father controls all these things. That's why it says, seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. So the Most High is able. If Solomon would have asked for any of those things, he was able to give it to him. So that's showing you we seek the Heavenly Father first, and all of these things are going to be added unto it. The elect will receive these things in the kingdom of heaven as the first fruits. And it says, neither has asked riches for thyself, nor asked to the life of thine enemies, but has asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. That's why it says he shall not judge after his own heart. That's when he came as Yahushai. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there is none like thee before thee. That's because now we can understand how Solomon's wisdom grew. The Queen of Sheba that came and seen him and heard of the things that Solomon was into, and she said that I didn't even hear the half. You a bad dude, pretty much. You're better than what your word. You're better than the rumors. Okay, and it says an understanding heart, so that there's none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. So how could Yahushua be greater than Solomon? Because he was Solomon. And the Lord said there ain't gonna be nobody greater than you after you. That's why Yahushua came back in the reincarnation and fulfilled that lot, that there was none greater than him. That's why he was able to do spiritual power, able to do the things that he was doing. Okay, so that who was speaking to Solomon? It was his father. Now let's get some more precepts to back it up. This is the book of John 17:5, and it says, now Father, see, Yahushua was saying, now Father, bring me into the glory we shared before the world began. How's that? What is that? Because he was the Word. He was the Word. Okay, let's get in this right here. This is John 1:1. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the power, was a power, and the Word, it says, was the Salakia. Get exciting. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was a power. He was with the power, and he was a power. Okay, he was the only begotten, the first created. That's what Yahushua was saying, and he understood that. Okay, and then this is what he says, truly, truly, I tell you, Yahushua declared before Abraham was, I am, because he was that first spirit created, and to create the creation that you see today. Okay, and when Yahushua had spoken these things, he lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour has come, glorify your Son, that your Son may glorify you. So this clearly showing you that Yahushua knew that he was speaking to the Father, and the Father was speaking to him. They had a relationship. The Heavenly Father's around. He's everything. That's why Yahushua said, he said, the spirit that is within you. That's why it says, you shall go, the flesh shall go to the earth, and the spirit shall return to him that gave it. The Heavenly Father's in everything. He's in the insects, the trees, the everything. His spirit and his power is among us. What say the spirit is like the wind, man. He controls the wind, the clouds, all these things. If you read in the Apocrypha, it says the first author of beauty. So the Most High's energy force is in everything. Just like a power, electricity's always been around, but what had happened is that men discovered it. They were able to harness it. They were able to use it. That's why Daniel said, knowledge shall run to and fro. Yeah, the Most High gave, he said he created the science that blow up, the smith that blow up the coals in the fire, that he gives them the knowledge and wisdom to tap into the power source that's already available. Okay, so there's a discernment between who Yahushua was speaking to and who the Heavenly Father was speaking to, which is what? His Son. Okay, that's who he's talking to, and that's who he's maintaining that relationship with. He's not maintaining it with himself. Okay, he's not talking to himself. He's talking to his Son, and that's what you see happening here, man. So they're gonna have to answer this. This is one of those Bible 101s for real, man. Okay, This is John 17:24. It says, Father, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am. And that's where you see what the kingdom of heaven is within us. So that heavenly spirit, that heavenly beauty is being put upon us now by the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It says, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am, that they may see the glory you gave me because you loved me before the foundations of the world. What does it say? What does it say? You have been chosen since the foundation of the world. The elect has. All right. They were set number that was given, the first fruits. Just like you have a tree that gives forth fruits. That is the same thing that is happening with what? The elect. The elect has been given that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to become the sons of Yahweh, man. The sons of God. All right. And it says, read it again. Father, I want you to give me. It says, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am, that they may see the glory you gave me because you loved me before the foundations of the world. Who existed, this is Philippians 2:6, who existed in the form of Yahweh, did not consider equality with Yahweh something to be grasped. Not more on that. Because who raised up Yahweh Shai? His father did. Okay, through him through him you believe. This is 1 Peter 1:21. Through him you believed in Yahweh, who raised him from the dead and glorified him. And so your faith and hope is in Yahweh. And that's what we're doing now. We're teaching you these things, man. And the Heavenly Father's finna set things right, man. He's finna put things in order. And these guys that are going after these things and bringing it in, that's on them. We getting close to where, hey, if you of the elect, it's gonna know who the Most High's chosen is, man. All right, it ain't gonna go back and forth and try to, dig up these wayward doctrines because, hey, some dudes compromise, man. Some's not right, for these things to come up. But he can say he didn't say it or did say it. That's on him. But the point is that the knowledge and understanding of who Yahushua is and that reincarnation and having that power and that status is coming back. And he ain't going to play, man. Just like the Lord told the Israelites in the wilderness, it says, this angel shall not at all acquit thee, man. So you keep playing with this angel, you're going, the few number. The Most High during the first death saved 8 souls, man. And it wasn't nothing to him. And he said he repented of it, but that was that number. So the set number is measured again. This time it's 144,000 and 1/3 of Israel and the landmass of Babylon the Great, which is going to extend out to the rest of the nation of Israel in that time, man. So I'm just going to leave it there. This is a real quick hit, man, in and out. It's simple. It's easy work, like the apostle says. But Lord willing, it's edifying lesson. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to say, call hello, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak B'dash. Until the next time, I say shalom. And more now than ever, keep faith. Shalom.